Hey, what's up folks? Welcome to your 8th data structure tutorial with JavaScript for the beginners. In this tutorial, we'll be discuss about binary tree concept in data structure. So stay tuned till the end of the video. Well, hello, my name is Atik Ahmed. I'm here because I love to give the presentations. Beside all the details giving at my blog at postech.com. More details also you can find me at my website atikahmed.com. Alright, so what is binary tree in data structure? A binary tree is a tree type of nonlinear data structure with a maximum of 2 children of each parent. Every node in a binary tree has left and right reference along with the data element. And the node at the top of the hierarchy tree is called as a root node. And the node that hold the other sub nodes are the parent nodes. So let's go and do the visualization in order to get the better understanding. Alright, so let's start inserting the data into the binary tree. So first I'm going to insert 10, then 5, then 1. So you can see that 1 is basically lesser than 10 and lesser than 5, so it will be coming to the left hand side. Then I'm going to insert 6. So you can see that, so 6 lesser than 5 and 6 greater than 5 itself, so 6 will be coming to the right hand subtree. Then I'm going to insert 19, then I'm going to insert 17. So you can see that 17 greater than 10 and 17 lesser than 19, so it will be coming to the left subtree of 19. And at last I'm going to insert 21. Always remember, if your binary tree are balanced, then look up in the binary tree of any number, insert or delete, the time complexity will be always log of n. If your binary tree will be not balanced, then insert, lookup or delete, the time complexity will be big O of n. Alright, so let's write the insert algorithm of binary search tree. So you can see that this is the binary tree which we have already write, like 10, 5, 19, 10, 5, 19, 1, 6, 17 and 21. And I'm gonna write the method of insert. So before that, we need to create a class, and I'm gonna discuss all those things, that what is the label and number of nodes later. So let me explain you step by step. So the class name I'm gonna call this node, and I'm gonna say constructor, which basically takes a value, and I can say value is equal to value, and this dot left is equal to null, and this dot right is equal to null. Alright, and I need to say here constructor as well, and I need to pass the value, and I need to say this dot root is equal to new of node, and I'm gonna say here value. Okay, so new of node is nothing but this class. Then I'm gonna say count is equal to 1. Why count is equal to 1? Because I want to count how many numbers has been inserted or how many nodes has been inserted in the binary tree. So here it will be 7 node, right? So whenever we are inserting the node, we are going to increment the count itself. So let's go and write the insert algorithm. So first it will take a value, and we need to say let of new node is equal to new of node, which basically used to take a value. So let's call a method called let traversy of node if your value less than node dot of value and your not equals to node dot of left, then what you need to say, node dot left equals to new node, or else traversy of node dot left. The same way you need to say else if value is greater than is equal to node dot value, then you need to say instead of left you need to do right, and here you need to say traversy of this dot of root. Alright, so I have inserted the element in the binary tree. So let's return the size of the binary tree. So before doing that, we need to increment the count here itself by saying this dot count plus plus, because we are inserting the element here, right? Then we need to create a method called size, and we can simply return this dot of count. Alright, so we have done the insert method. Let's go and see how you can find a minimum and maximum element from the binary tree. So if I click on get min, so you can see that it started from the root node and it will be traversing towards the left hand side and left hand side, and it will find out this one. Okay, so if I want to write this complete code, what I can say here min of let current node is equal to this dot of root, and I can say while current node dot of left, current node is equal to current node dot of left, and I can simply return of current node dot of value. Alright, because I need to traverse towards the left hand side of the subtree. So the similar way, if I wanted to find out the maximum number from the binary tree, so I can click on get max. So you can see that it has been traversing towards the right hand side and it will find out the 21. Alright, so if I wanted to write this code, so I can say here max, and I can copy the entire stuff and I can paste it here, and instead of left I can say here right, these two places. Alright, so now we'll be going to see how you can search the element from the binary tree. So say for example, if I wanted to find 2, and let me select the root node, and if I click on find, so you can see that 2 has been lesser than 10, so it will gonna look up for 5, and 2 also has been lesser than 5, so it will gonna look up to the left subtree, and left subtree there is a 1, and it will try to find out there is any right subtree is there or not for 1, so it is not there, so it will gonna return false. And if I'll select for 17, so before running it, let me tell you how it is gonna work. It will gonna check the 10, so 17 is greater than 10, it will going to the right subtree. Then 19 is greater than from 17, that means the 17 has to be present the left subtree of 19, so it will gonna return true. So if I click on find, so you can see that it comes from the 10 to 19 and 17 is gonna find, and you can see that this entire border comes with a red, that means it finds the element. So let's go and write this code. So let's create a method called lookup, and we are going to look up a value, right? Let's say let of current node is equal to this dot of root, and we can say while of current node, and let's say if value equals to current node dot of value, that means if your finding element you will find in the root node, like say for example if you wanted to search for 10 and you will find out from the root node, then immediately it will gonna return true. And if your value less than current node dot of value, then you are gonna traverse to the left hand side, else you are gonna traverse to the right hand side, right? And at last, if you are not gonna find out, you can say return of false. So let's go and run this code. After that, we are gonna insert in order, pre-order, post order in BFS and number of leaf node of a binary tree and height of the binary tree, all those things. So in order to run that, I can say node of practice. So you can see that the size of the BST is 7. Why it is 7, let me tell you as well. So I have inserted here 10, 5, 1, 6, 19, 17, 21, which is 10, 5, 1, 6, 19, 17, 21, and the size will be 3, 3 and 1, which is 7. So it has returned the 7. So if you remember, I have created a size function where I am returning the count itself, and when I am inserting the element, I am incrementing the count as well. And the mean and max will be coming as a undefined, and 2 and 6 is both is coming false. So let us check what is the mistake we have done. So we have created a node, we have created a binary tree. Okay, so I think this is not a value, this is this dot value is equal to value. All right, so if we run this again, so you can see that the binary search tree size will be 7, minimum will be 1. So minimum will be 1 and maximum will be 21, and I cannot find 2 from the binary tree. So you can see that I am basically saying here bst.lookup, while lookup is nothing but this function whatever we have written, and we are sending the element of 2, and you can see that 2 is not yet present in the binary tree. So for that reason we are returning the false, and we are looking for a 6 in the binary tree, and again the lookup will be the same function, and you can see that 6 is already present, right subtree of 5. So for that reason we have written true. All right, so now we'll be going to discuss about in order concept in depth first search. All right, so let me clear the screen. So now we'll be going to discuss about in order concept in depth first search. So in order means traverse towards the left subtree, then middle, then right subtree, like left, middle and right. So if I click on in order array, so you can see that it start traversing from the head to left, left. So left will be 1, then middle will be 5. So it will be coming 5 here. Then right will be 6. Then again it will be coming to the middle, which is 10. So 10 will be coming here. Then it will be going to 19 to 17. 17 will be coming here. Then it will be taken the element of 19, and then it will be taking the element of 21. So if you see this, you can see that your entire array will be perfectly sorted in a ascending order. All right, so if I am talking about the time complexity, it will be log of n, because it is a balanced binary tree. So let's go and write this code. So for in order, we have already seen that, right? The output will be 1, 5, 6, 10, 17, 19 and 21. Let's verify this. 1, 5, 6. So 1, 5, 6, 10, 17, 19, 21, 10, 17 and 19, 21. So let's do here let of result is equal to blank, and you can say let of traversy, or just say here search tree of node, and you can say here if node dot left then you need to search tree of node dot of left, and you can say result dot of push node dot of value, and the same way you need to say node dot of right, which is search tree of node dot of right, and you need to say here return of result, and before that you need to say here search tree equals to this dot of root. So if I run this, let me check once again what is the mistake we have done. So it will be of as a function. So if you run it once again, so you can see that 1, 5, 6, 10, 17, 19 and 21, and the entire array will be sorted in a ascending order. Alright, so let's go and discuss about the pre-order concept in depth first search. So pre-order means middle, left and right. Middle, left and right. So if I click on pre-order array, so you can see that it will directly come 10 here, then 5, then it will be coming 1, then it will be coming 6, it will be traversed towards the 5, then it will comes to 6 here, 6 will print here, then again it will be 6 to come to 5 and 5 to 10 and 10 to come in 19 and 19 is gonna print here, then it will be going to 17, 17 is gonna print here, then 17 to 19, 19 to 21, 20 will come here itself. As per the rule which we have discussed, middle, left and right. So if I am talking about the output here, which we have already discussed, 10, then it will be coming here 5, then 1, then 6, then 19, 17 and 21. So the code will be the same. So I can copy the entire guy and I can paste it here, and I can cut this guy and I can paste it at front because it will be middle, left and right. So if I am gonna commenting this, and if I clear the screen, if I run it once again, so you can see that I got a pre-order which is 10, 5, 1, 6, 19, 17, 21, 6, 19, 17 and 21. Alright, so let's go and discuss about post-order concept in depth first search. Post-order means left, right and middle. So left, right and middle. So if I click on post-order, so you can see that it will traverse from the 10, 1 will be coming here, then it will goes to 5, then it will be 6 will be coming here, then it will gonna bring the 5 down as well. Alright, then it will going to 10 and 10 going to 19, 19 going to 17, 17 will bring here, then 17 to 19, 19 to 21, 21 it will gonna bring after 17, then it will gonna take 19, then at last it will gonna take 10. Alright, so which is left, right and middle. So here also the same thing, you can bring the entire guy here itself. Before that you can say 1, 6, output will be 5, then 17, 21, 19 and at last it will take a 10 itself. So it is a left, right and middle, so it will be left, right and you can cut this and this will be a middle. Alright, so if you uncomment this, and if you clear the screen and if you run it once again, so you can see that post order will be 1 6 5 17 21 19 and 10. Alright, so now we'll be going to discuss about BFS concept in binary tree. So BFS stands for breadth first search. So the tree traversing will be like this. So like 10, 5, 19, 1, 6, 17 and 21. So it will be taking the first level which is having the 10, second level 5 and 19, and third level 1, 6, 17 and 21. Alright, so if I am gonna write this code, so I can say let of result is equal to blank and let of q is equal to blank, and I can say while q dot of length, before that I need to say q dot of push this dot of root, and I can say let of current node is equal to q dot of shift, and result dot of push is equal to current node dot of value. If current node dot of left, then you can say q dot of push current node dot of left, and the similar way you can say if current node dot of right, then q dot push is equal to current node dot of right. Alright, then you can say return of result. So if you run this, I think I need to uncomment the BFS. So if you run this, so you can see that BFS will be 10, 5, 19, 10, 5, 19 and 1, 6, 17 and 27, which is 1, 6, 17 and 27, which is the level 2 order. See, this is level 0, level 1 and level 2. So now we will be going to discuss about how to find the level of the binary tree. So when I say level of the binary tree, you can see that this is the level 3, right? So you can level 1, level 2 and level 3, right? And we'll be going to discuss these things. So if you see in the beginning, you can see that level 0 is equal to the binary tree, the nodes will be 2, right? So 2 to the power 0, which is 1. Level 1 means 2 to the power 1 is equal to 1. Level 2 means 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4, and so on. And based on that, you can also find the number of nodes as well. So now we'll be going to find out how you can count the levels or height of binary tree. So you can see that I have already created a function which is a binary tree, and the height of the binary tree I am going to say bst dot of root. So what is root? Root is which I have already declared here itself in the constructor, right? So what I am going to do here, I am going to say if your node, if it is equals to null, then I am going to say return of 0. If it is not, then I am going to say else let of L tree is equal to height of binary tree node dot of left, and the similar way R tree will be node dot of right, and if your L tree is greater than is equal to R tree, then return L tree plus of 1, else return R tree plus of 1. So if I clear the screen, if I run it, so you can see that height of the binary tree is 3, right? So in order to check one more time, so what I can say, I can remove one step, which is 1 6 17 and 21 we can remove. So 1 6 17 and 21 we have removed, and if I run it once again, you can see that binary tree height will be 2. All right, so let's undo that. And now we'll be going to discuss about how many leaf nodes are there in the binary tree. So you can see that in this binary tree there are 4 leaf nodes, right? So when I say leaf node, that means 5 leaf node will be 1 and 6, and 19 leaf node will be 17 and 21. So right now the entire binary tree leaf node will be 1 6 17 and 21, which is 4. So in order to do that, what I can say, I can same way I can declare a function called get leaf count of binary tree, and I can say bst.root. So where the root is nothing but which I have already declared in the constructor. All right, so let me uncomment this function, and I can say if your node equals to null, then return of 0, and if your node dot left equals to null and node dot of right, if it is both are null, then I can say return of 1. And if it is not, then what I can say, return of node dot of let plus get leaf node dot of right. So if I run this, so you can see that right now the leaf node will be 4. So 4 means 1 2 3 4. So if I comment this 1 6 17 and 21, 1 6 17 and 21, my leaf node will be 2, right, which is 5 and 19. So if I run this, you can see that the leaf node will be 2 and the height of binary tree will be also 2. So I remove this down part. All right, so let me undo that. All right, so in this tutorial we have discussed about binary tree concept in data structure. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed this playlist. I am going to see you in the next tutorial where we will be going to discuss about stack concept in data structure. If you are watching this video on Facebook, don't forget to like my page. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel in order to get more video updates. For now, thank you guys.